There are a number of goals that people have in investing. Many people have the goal of having a comfortable retirement. That's probably the most common one, of having a comfortable retirement. And then there are others that have a financial goal of achieving a certain, net worth and getting to that point. Whatever the reasons may be, getting to $1 million of stock value can certainly provide security, can empower you, and can really set you up well. I'd like to go over the different journeys that you can take to $1 million, how long it would take, and what the mindset ought to be as you take that journey on. So, what does $1 million mean? I put it into three different buckets: security, empowerment, and freedom. From a security standpoint, $1 million of net worth of stock value would enable you to get through a period of unemployment because you have all that, capital saved up. You wouldn't have a problem with that. It means if you got sick, you can, get to the best health care to take care of yourself. It means you can retire comfortably. It also means empowerment. Your capital is now working for you. As I'll show you in models in a bit, your portfolio is beginning to generate some really good appreciation, dividends, income. It's beginning to work for you. It means that inflation, you are protected against it because your stocks are exceeding inflation. In most cases, stocks stay ahead of inflation, so you're protected. It also means you have the capital available should really good investments come up. So you're empowered. Freedom. So rather than just paying to pay bills, because once you reach $1 million goal, you've got capital, you've got producing good gains, good dividends, and so forth. So your bills are being taken care of. You can now really focus on goals. Hey, I want to get to this additional net worth number, or I want to buy a dream property. I want to do certain things. So you can really get into a goal-minded vision as opposed to a necessity-minded vision. Growth mindset, growing both your ability to be a great investor, but also growing your intellect, growing your experiences as you deal with all these different companies that you own. And last is you have the freedom to take care of the people that mean the most to you, whether it be kids, family. You have both the empowerment and the freedom to do so. So I've taken three different journeys to get to $1 million stock value portfolio. One is 10 years, another is 20 years, and the longest one being 30 years. And situations vary. There'll be younger people, 25 to 35 that have a really long horizon potentially of what, upon when they want to grow their capital. You may have some people closer to retirement or that want to retire early that are eager to hit a certain goal, maybe that $1 million goal quicker. So I'm looking at three timelines: 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. And I want to focus in on how much you'd have to save each month, every month, to get to that $1 million goal. I'm using a rate of return of 11.82%, which is the rate of return on average for the S&P index in its history. And let's take a look at the 10-year model first. Over 10 years, to get to $1 million goal at the end of 10 years, it would require that you invest $4,523 per month. Every month for 10 years. That's 120 months. And you would get to that $1 million goal. $4,500 is a lot of money. It would be a lot of money to save up. But again, some people may be near retirement and they really want to start pouring money into their nest egg. So that would be more in line with what they wanted to do. Or maybe somebody wants to retire super early and do other things. So that might fit that person. The one thing I'll point out is you could see in later years, like in year 10, the appreciation rate of this portfolio is $102,000. So at that point, your fund is working for you. Your capital is working 24/7 to make money for you. And you can either have a hobby that you really want to pursue. You can have a second career. You can just have this money, building upon itself, but it's really working for you. Now let's take a look at a 20-year journey to $1 million. And this journey, same variables, same rate of return. We get to $1 million, but the amount you have to invest per month drops to less than a third. You're investing $1,115 per month. And I think that's doable. I think it's doable, and I'm using my point of view. I'm in Southern California, and it seems like cars have gotten really expensive, and people are paying, upwards of, $900 per month on a new car, a really nice one, maybe $1,000. And with insurance, that's even more. So this is like this is a luxury car payment or something like that. So it's doable, but it'd be difficult to get to that number every month. But you would get to $1 million stock portfolio over 20 years. Now let's look at the longest journey, 30 years. 30 years to get into $1 million stock portfolio. And this one here, you have the advantage of having the most number of years to compound your money and have your money work for you. Therefore, it has the least amount of burden on you per month. You're having to contribute $338 per month. And I think that's doable to the average American, especially those that have access to 401ks and IRAs and so forth. You can contribute that. It could be automatic and probably contribute that amount or maybe a little more and just keep doing it. The key is to be invested in the market, to have your money continue to grow and get into those later years where your money starts working for you. Again, in year 30 on this model, your money is making $105,000 for you. 24/7, your money's working for you. And you can either have that continue to build security, empowerment, and freedom for you, or you can, retire early, or you can do whatever you'd like to do with your life at that point. But that's the power of compounding. And these are 3 journeys, 3 different timelines to get to $1 million stock portfolio. Thank you for watching the video. I really appreciate you watching the video. I enjoy making the videos and contributing to the individual investor community on YouTube. Good luck investing in 2023.